was ignoring.
Hello.
Hi, Jess.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. The sun is shining in Leeds.
I know. It's so sunny here as well, down in Hampshire. I feel like we deserve this nice weather, even though it's really cold.
Yeah, we do. I need to get back into I used to go out every single lunchtime just to have a little walk, but I need to get back into it this year.
Me too. I think that's one of my New Year's resolutions. I think working from home, you can get so stuck to your desk and you have lunch at your desk as well. So it's good to get a break. So it does clear your mind.
Definitely.
How was your Christmas?
It was good, thanks. It was quite quiet, but I think everyone's was quite quiet, wasn't it? But yeah, just spent time with family, which was lovely. But yeah, it feels like such a long time ago now. It's really strange.
I know, I can't believe it's the 5th of January already. I feel like it's gonna fly by. Like, it's so weird. I can't believe we're in 2022. That just doesn't sound right.
How was yours? Did you have a nice time?
Thanks. Yeah, I was just at home with family and then saw my sister on New Year's Day, which was really lovely. But yeah, had a quiet one this year, like I think most people did.
Yeah, I said to my mum, I was like, we need to go all out next year because hopefully by next year we'll be at a good position, a better position anyway. So I can't wait for next year now.
I want a huge Christmas and New Year next year. I think we all deserve it now. It's been 2 years of, uncertainty, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a new year as well. I just want to leave and go somewhere far away next year.
Yeah, to another country, maybe.
Yeah, if only. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Fab. So I thought we could kind of go through our empties because I don't know about you, but I've seen loads of videos recently, empties videos. I don't know why. I feel like it was such an old school thing, but it seems to be coming back. People are doing it more and more.
Yeah, it takes me back to those YouTube days where all the YouTubers would upload like their empties of the month, and I just love having a little nosy into what people use.
I think that's why they're so popular because you just want to be nosy, don't you? You want to see what people have been using. And I suppose also, that New Year thing where everyone's trying to kind of clean out everything and get everything sorted. And I'm super bad. I always just leave 2 bottles in my skincare drawer.
Me too. I'm one of those people that I hoard skincare and it's really bad. And I think something that I know you and I and a lot of people are trying to do is just to be a bit more minimal with our skincare routine, because it doesn't only benefit our skin, but it benefits the environment as well, doesn't it? And it's less wasteful.
Yeah, I think something that I've really kind of noticed at Face the Future as well that I haven't really thought about before is obviously the expiration dates on things. Some of the stuff I'd had in there for God knows how long, probably years, and you think, no, you can't put that on your face. It's going to absolutely cause, havoc. So, but I think it's just something that we don't want to throw away things, but if it's out of date, we really shouldn't be using it.
Exactly. So many of my friends, I was speaking to them about this the other day, and they don't check expiration dates, and I just think I just worry about people using cleansers and moisturizers, even makeup that's out of date. You can cause yourself a nasty infection potentially, so it's good to check for sure.
Yeah, I think we've all got an eyeshadow palette from a Rimmel one that we've had. Had in our makeup bag for years.
It's so true. And lipsticks as well. I lipstick is my thing, and I was looking through all my lipsticks the other day, and I had lipsticks that were from 3 years ago. And I'd see, I was like, oh no. And I'd used one of them, and I was like, that is going straight in the bin. That is going nowhere near my lips.
I know, it just feels like you shouldn't be throwing things away, but like we say, you can't risk it. It's they're there for a reason, those dates, and you really shouldn't be using them past that day. I suppose obviously we have quite a lot of education coming up this month about that in terms of how to check for sell-by date from products. So really looking forward to that and kind of hopefully teaching people about it a bit more.
Me too.
Fab, shall we jump in then? I'll let you go first.
Oh, okay. So,
sorry, the sun is shining right.
No, it's lovely. You look glowing. I'm in such a dark kitchen. I've got like a light beaming in my face.
Oh, you look great. But the sun is like shining on you.
Oh, thanks. I look very
pale. It looks good for this time of year as well. Like I'm breaking out because of all the cheese I've eaten.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I've got a spot on my forehead at the moment, and I'm quite lucky. I don't really get loads of spots. Like I get them occasionally, but I do think you notice, don't you? Like especially in winter, your skin just gets so affected by the change in climate, and you definitely need more hydrating products, I think. So that leads me. I'll start with. So number one is.
I'm excited. I'm like, what's she going to show? I
know. I can't wait to see yours. I'm like, gonna have to get my shopping list at the ready. Yeah. So my first is La Roche-Posay's Hyalu B. I think I'm saying that right. Hyalu B5 serum.
Right.
It's basically the hyaluronic acid.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I'm at the last dregs. I pop this on. I think you can put it on in the morning and evening after you've cleansed with a full moisturizer. And I think hyaluronic acid, I think everyone knows about it, don't they? It's one of those buzzworthy ingredients. But I do find that this plumps up my skin and just makes it feel a lot more bouncy because I'm quite pale. My skin tends to get quite dull in winter. And I find that this just gives it a really nice plumped effect. And it sits really nicely under makeup as well. So that's my first one.
I've actually tried that too, and I agree. I think it's got a really nice lip to it as well. It's really it goes on really smoothly. So I think it's almost got like a bit of an oil. Do you know what I mean? Like a bit of an oil feeling to it when you're applying it.
I think hyaluronic acid it's quite a unique one because you have to be careful as how much you use, because I find that if you use too much, it can feel a bit tacky on the skin, but it soon sinks in. It's more of an oil texture. It's like I'll pop some on the back of my hand. It comes out as like I don't know if you can see.
Yes, it's a bit thicker, isn't it, in consistency, which I suppose for this time of year is kind of what we all need, don't we? We need something with a bit more oomph to it.
Definitely, and a little goes a long way as well. Like that tiny drop has covered my whole hand.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I agree, it's a good one. I don't know if I'd use it in summer, because I think I'd need something a bit lighter for my skin.
Definitely, yeah. I think I've got combination skin, so I find that in summer my skin is a bit more oilier, so I think this is definitely a winter one.
Shall I go then? So my first empty, it's a bit disgusting because it's been in my makeup bag, is the Heliocare 360 gel oil-free sunscreen protector. I feel like everyone started using Heliocare. I basically was just looking for a new SPF, and Mia, who is our skincare expert in the office, I just went to her. I was like, what do you recommend? And she's been saying that a lot of people have been using this and they really love it. And I completely agree. I've really enjoyed using it. It's really super, super lightweight, sinks in really well. And it's 50 protective, so SPF 50. So I don't think I've ever used an SPF 50 that's like felt this lightweight, which is just amazing. It doesn't leave any kind of white cast or anything. It's basically dry touch. So been really impressed with that. I don't know if you've used any Heliocare.
No, I've never used it. I've got my eye on it though. I've heard great things about their SPF.
It is good. Got a little bit left in it, which I'll just show. So it comes out like this, so it really helps to like even the skin tone as well, like before you pop your makeup on. And it smells amazing too. It's got really nice scent to it.
I love scents in skincare. I know that they're not always the most, the best thing, but I think it's nice to put something on your face that's scented.
Yeah, and I think obviously I am quite oily in general, but this definitely hasn't made me any oilier, which I think for an SPF is really hard to find. and it hasn't broken me out at all. So yeah, I'm really impressed with that. I think I might buy this one, or I'll try a different Heliocare one just to see if there's any others that I like.
I've heard amazing things about Heliocare. I think so many beauty editors I've seen, rave about their products, because I think, like you said, if you have oily skin, it's so hard to find an SPF that's right for you, because it can feel really heavy on the skin. But yeah, I'm gonna have to try that one.
Yes, give it a go. Let me know what you think.
Shall I go next?
Yes.
So I've actually got another SPF.
SPF
this one
is the most important thing, guys.
Oh my god, honestly, I still have friends that don't wear SPF.
Don't.
And every time they tell me, I'm literally that friend that gives them a lecture and is like, why don't you use SPF? I just cannot get my head around it.
Yeah, that freaks me out. Like, my sister lives abroad, so she's always in the sun. And every time I speak to her, I'm like, are you wearing SPF today? Sometimes she's
she wear it?
Thinking, oh no, your skin.
No. Oh my gosh, she has to get wearing it. I think it's, honestly, I was speaking to my mum, and my mum didn't used to wear it, and now she's started to. But she's, she's got good skin for her age. But I've told her, I'm like, you need to wear SPF, because it's the number one thing you can do to prevent age. Like, and also, like, it's just, you just need it in your routine. So this, I can't tell you how many bottles I've gone through of this. I use this since like maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, wow, you must have been like new to bit then.
Yeah, I was one of the late people to jump on the hype of this one, because I know this is like an OG. So this is obviously Anthelios, 50. I always use a 50. I feel like it, I put it on straight after my moisturizer, and then that's it for the rest of the day. You don't even need to think about it. And a good tip, I can't remember where I saw this, but I also put it on the backs of my hands, because obviously your hands are really prone to like age spots, and as you get older, so I think that it's a good tip to just put what's left over and just rub it on the backs of your hands, and then it just gives a bit of added protection.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day, actually. I was like, why don't more hand creams have SPF in? Because obviously they say, don't they, that, aging starts from your hands, that kind of thing. So I'm like, why doesn't every hand cream have SPF in?
That's such a good point. Maybe some brands will start to bring out some hand creams with SPF in 2022.
Yeah, I need to check actually on our site to see. We definitely will have a few. I'm sure there's a few that do SPF in hand creams. I'll have to have a look.
There must be, yeah. But I think
that's a good tip.
It's a good one. This is a good one as well. I think this is oil free. It's very light. So this is a new bottle. I literally just threw away my empty. And I've actually got my sister.
Well done for throwing it away and not putting it back in your skincare drawer like me.
Yeah. I've just got my sister on this as well, because she was one of those people that didn't wear SPF, and she's
teaching her.
She's wearing it now, so but you can see it's really.
Does it sink in like instantly then? Just really
instantly.
That looks really lightweight though. I've never used it. Because you shake it, don't you? Is it the one?
Yeah, it's like a shaker. And I'll show you the texture. I didn't show you the texture. It's like a dropper. It's really thin.
Oh wow.
And it literally no residue.
Yeah, because it's super white when it comes out, so does it just not leave anything?
No, not at all. No. Instantly. There's no white cast, there's nothing. And it smells really lovely as well. And I think it's got added, it's got a really nice scent to it.
I might give that one a go. I'm going to have a row of SPFs on my desk to buy.
I love SPF. I think it's good to see that in recent years people have started to take it more seriously. I think back in the day when our parents were younger, I remember my mum and dad told me that they used to use, is it the Hawaiian tropic oil, like number 10 oil or something? And they would just like lie on the beach and bake. And I was like,
Crazy,
oh my
isn't
God.
it? I know, it is crazy. I feel like the last time I was even sunbathing was so many years ago that now if I did it again now, I just don't think I'd be able to do it without panicking. I'd be like, ooh.
No.
Definitely. Fab, shall I do my next one? So this is nearly gone. This is the Dermaceutic Turnover. It's a night cream. It has 15% glycolic acid in it, so it's quite potent, but it works. Like, it's incredible. It's possibly the most effective kind of acid-based product that I've ever used, I'd say, which is a pretty big statement. But yeah, I've just really enjoyed using it. Again, this was a Mia recommendation. She's very good at recommending. And yeah, it just seems to really, first of all, it doesn't irritate my skin, even though it is, 15%, it doesn't kind of cause any irritation, which I think is amazing. It's a proper like thick cream base, so obviously really good for nighttime. And yeah, you just wake up in the morning and your skin it looks more even, and it's just super smooth. So I've only really been using it once every 2 weeks, because I am a little bit like we were saying, we don't want to kind of, we're trying to kind of pare things back a little bit. But yeah, I have loved it. I think you should get it, Heleayner.
You've spoken to me about this before, and every time I've seen you on Teams, your skin has always looked so smooth and glowing, and I'm like, what are you using?
I
love the glycolic.
Yeah, I stopped using glycolic as well, and I kind of forgot about it. I think it's one of those acids that was kind of big a few years ago, wasn't it? And then there's been this influx of acids, and we've kind of forgotten about poor glycolic. But I know that you've obviously loved glycolic for years and kind of sworn by it.
I swear by liquid exfoliants. I remember back in the day, I used to use like the actual scrubs, and I think although some people still love those, I think on my skin that was just too irritating, and I feel like you get a much better result when you use an acid.
Yeah, I think so. And this was just so easy to use, because you just throw it on, it just cleanse my skin, and then just throw this on at night. You only need about 4 pumps of it, and it's just such an easy way to make your skin look great. So yeah, I'm really impressed with it.
That's interesting that it's not heavy on your skin as well, because your skin's quite oily, isn't it, for a night cream?
I know, that's a really good point, actually. I think it is still like a gel consistency, but just quite a thick one. So yeah, I mean, yeah, seems to be fine. It hasn't broken me out or anything. And yeah, as I say, just really kind of helps to keep your skin really smooth.
Yeah, your skin honestly looks amazing since you've started using it. So keep using.
I mean, you know the troubles I've had with my skin over the years, and it's not great at the moment just because of Christmas, I think. But yeah, it's definitely improved. Definitely improved.
Yeah, it looks amazing, I think.
I'd let you go next.
Right, what shall I do next? Okay, I'm gonna go with the moisturizer. So mine is quite La Roche-Posay heavy. But I find that I'm a huge fan. I think.
What do you love about them?
I think they're just so trustworthy. I think French pharmacy skincare is really interesting, and they're the sort of brands I sort of lean to, because a lot of them are dermatologist tested and approved, so they've got that sort of science back behind them.
Yeah.
But this is their Hydrophase HA. They've got such long names. 72-hour intense moisture, replumped and radiant skin moisturizer.
Amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Haven't you?
No. Wow. Okay.
It's lovely. You'd really like it. I think they do. This is the light version, but they also do a rich version. I actually got onto this. My mum bought this about a year ago, and I used it, and I loved it, and I just got hooked. This is my second bottle, and it's just a lovely lightweight moisturizer for day.
So do you use it like in the daytime?
Yeah. I use it in the daytime. You can use it in the evening. I think at the moment, it's a little bit too light for me to use in the evening. I need something a bit heavier. But during the day, it's absolutely fine. And again, it's got hyaluronic acid in it from green technology, which is interesting. I'm not sure what that means. But yeah,
I'm definitely very topped up on hyaluronic, which
love it. Hyaluronic acid. I mean, I want my skin to just look plump, healthy, and
it does. It definitely does.
I feel like the lighting's not great at the moment. Looks a bit
I know the
dark.
sun is I don't know what the sun's doing. So I apologize for that.
But I'll show you the texture of it. My hand is going to be, I mean, it's had SPF and hyaluronic on it, so I'll show you the texture. It's like a very thin gel.
Love it. Oh, I might try that, because I struggle with finding like a daytime moisturizer that isn't too thick, but I think La Roche are really good at that, like having more of the gel consistency kind of products that are more lightweight, and like you say, so good for sensitive skin as well.
Oh my god, definitely. You would love this. It's so lightweight, and I love the packaging as well. It's like a really
it's cute, because usually they're like the blue, but
yeah, it's like a really nice. I think they've reformulated this recently, because I remember the packaging has changed slightly, but it's got their thermal spring water in it as well. It's just lovely. I think this has never broken me out. It's never caused me any problems or irritated me. So I think it's just one of those moisturizers that you can rely on. And I'll definitely be repurchasing it. I'm like almost at the end, so I need to rebuy.
Fabulous. Okay, I'll carry on with in the L'Oreal family then, with this CeraVe hand cream. So it's the reparative hand cream. One day at work, my hands just felt, obviously we're all struggling because we're still washing our hands loads and using hand gel and everything. My hands just felt super tight, and obviously time of year with it being so cold, I just needed a hand cream. So rushed out to the warehouse and picked one up, and this is the one I picked. So again, nothing much to say about it. Obviously the consistency is very thick, and it's just super moisturizing. And yeah, I think obviously it's just really important to have a hand cream this time of year. I always have one in my bag as well. So in the morning when I'm driving to work, usually at a traffic light or something, I'll do like a quick check every morning now, just to make sure that my hands, are moisturized, because through the day I'd probably just forget to do it, but that's like my little ritual now when I'm driving to work. But yeah, I don't know if you've had any experience with CeraVe hand creams, Heleayner, but I definitely recommend them.
Their hand cream, but I love their cleanser and their moisturizer, their facial moisturizer. I think they're one of those brands that you can just rely on, that if you've got any skin concern, you know that they can help treat it. But yeah, I need to try that, because I actually need a new hand cream. I'm using one at the moment it's just not cutting it. Like my hands are so dry, like I'll put it on and then like 20 minutes later they'll be dry again. So I do need to get a new one, so I might get that one because it does look lovely.
Yeah, I think in winter I always kind of choose CeraVe because of the whole ceramides. They have ceramides in obviously every product, and that really does help to kind of support your skin barrier and everything. So yeah, this is kind of their most intense one, I'd say, and I'd definitely go for it. It's fragrance free as well, which is nice.
I love that. Yeah. I love their hydrating cleanser as well. Like that is incredible.
It really is. It's brilliant.
Love it. Shall I go next?
Do you have any more?
I've got one more.
Okay.
It's a hair product.
Ooh.
So as most
ventured into hair care.
We have, yeah. So we're starting to get a few more brands, aren't we?
Yeah, exciting times. Hopefully we'll get a few more, well, at least, yeah. Oh no, why did I say it like that? I'll have to cut that bit. You just carry on.
So, yeah, we're venturing into hair care. So I have recently started using this, and I'm at the last drag. So this is a newly launched brand for us. This is Olaplex. Everyone will know who they are. This is their bond maintenance conditioner. Now, it's quite funny because I don't particularly have really damaged hair. I don't colour my hair. I don't really use heat on it. It's really naturally curly, but it's very prone to frizz. And my mum actually got this, and I've been using it ever since. I think I've used this more than her. And it says repairs, strengthens, and nourishes all hair types. So when I first used this, I thought, because I find it really, really hard to find conditioners that don't weigh my hair down, because it's so fine, but there's a lot of it. And it can just look a bit limp and flat. But this didn't
do, like you lose your curls sometimes because it.
Yeah, so it can get quite flat and just like not as defined, very frizzy. It can look a bit just fluffy. But this didn't do that at all. And I found that it actually defined my curls and didn't weigh them down. It smells amazing. And the scent stays in your hair as well, which I love.
Nice. So when do you use it? So do you use it in the shower, or do you keep it in?
Yeah, so you just use it as like a normal conditioner. Yeah, so you use it after the shampoo. I've actually used the shampoo before, and that's lovely too. But yeah, you use it after your shampoo. I think you can leave it in for a couple of minutes. That's what I do with all conditioners. And then rinse it out as normal. And then, yeah, your hair just feels so smooth. It helps get rid of any knots, because obviously my hair's curly, prone to become entangled.
So curly. You couldn't have different hair, I don't think.
I know. You've got like dead straight hair, and mine's so curly.
Yeah, but it's interesting because I didn't even think about that in terms of like product needing to hold the curl. And you know, I suppose it's good to know that Olaplex have obviously kind of made sure that they've formulated, you know, their products to suit more hair types.
Yeah, definitely. I think a misconception that I had with Olaplex that it is just for damaged hair, but I think even if your hair isn't really damaged, it will benefit your hair in some way, because after I've used this, my hair does feel really replenished and nourished. And I think at this time of year as well, my hair and my skin can become quite dry and just really lifeless, but this also leaves like a really lovely shine on your hair. So yeah, if you haven't tried this, I would definitely try it, no matter your hair type, because it's just great stuff.
Amazing. Guys, I'm really struggling with this light.
So bright.
It's so bright all of a sudden. As soon as we started filming, it was just like, oh. So apologise if you can't see me very well. Yeah, I've used Olaplex's bonding oil for a while, and love it. I use it all the time, either on wet hair after being in the shower. Oh, it's so bad.
It's not.
It's like
it's like crouched down.
Really?
Oh, that's a bit better.
Is it? I mean, I could move completely, but is that a bit better?
Yeah, that's a bit better.
It's never sunny in Leeds, and now it's sunny. No, it's not yet. It's because it's just ridiculously sunny now that.
This is 12 o'clock, isn't it? The sun's at the peak. Oh, that's best. There you go.
Is that a bit better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, I'll just style it. So I'll just chuck some on, because I don't like to use too much heat on my hair, really, because it doesn't really need straightening.
No, your hair is so healthy.
I'll just like smooth it down with oil, and then on a day-to-day basis, and then if I am styling it, I'll put more effort in. But
do you colour your hair, Jess?
Yeah, I do. The ends, just the ends. I've never coloured from the top. But I'm getting a few greys now, so I might have to start doing that at some point.
No, you're not.
But the thought of paying that much money to get your hair done, like, oh.
I know, it's expensive, isn't it?
What about you? Is that your natural?
Yeah, I've never coloured mine. My hair's weird. It changes colour. It looks quite dark in this light. I think in the winter it gets darker and more auburn, and then in the summer it can get a bit like more blonde through it.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice though. Like
it changes colour. I used to be like bright strawberry blonde ginger as a baby.
Oh,
It's so funny.
oh, that's so cute. You don't see that many strawberry blondes around.
No.
Ew.
That is true, actually. Not anymore, you don't.
I think
maybe my kids will maybe carry it through.
Yeah, hopefully. Right, Fab, I've just got one more. So this is the Nip and Fab Salicylic Fix Concentrate, and similarly to glycolic, I've kind of forgotten about salicylic as well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but obviously, yeah, I do have super oily skin, so this is just really great at kind of controlling that. So I'll probably normally use it around the time of the month when my skin does get a little bit more troublesome. And I'll just use it on a night before kind of moisturizing, just to kind of try and control the production of sebum and that kind of thing a little bit more. And this one's really lovely, actually. It's a really nice kind of texture. There might be a little bit left. Yeah, there's a little bit. So it's like a lovely pink colour, which is nice. I feel like Nip and Fab are quite fun, like with their packaging and everything. Smells lovely, and it's just really kind of just a nice serum, really. There's not, much to say about it, but it definitely doesn't kind of irritate my skin, which again is something that I always kind of make sure, like, as soon as something irritates my skin now, when I put it on, I just rinse it off straight away.
Me too.
Do you? Whereas before I didn't do that. It was so silly.
No.
I just face it and just be like, yeah, it's fine, it'll do its thing. And now I'm like, no, get off, don't want your thing.
Oh my god, exactly. The other day, it's funny you say that. The other day I used a glycolic toner, and like normally it was fine, and then for some reason my face was burning and it went bright red, and I was like, this is really strange, and I had to rinse it off and put like a cold flannel on my face because it was so like, it was just what it was like I'd done like a chemical peel. It was weird, but yeah, like you said,
because then you wonder, don't you? You're like, why did that happen? Like, what have I done different? Like, I suppose it could be anything. It could be like a product that you've used alongside it that it hasn't mixed well with, or I suppose just like your skin being a bit sensitive.
Maybe, yeah, but definitely I agree. I think rinsing off straight away is the best thing to do.
Yeah, which I never used to do it, but now we must be learning. That's a good sign.
We're learning.
So yeah, there's obviously not much more to say. It's got niacinamide in it as well, which again is, as we know, like a really good ingredient for kind of spot prone skin. It does really calm the skin down. So I would definitely purchase this again. I'm not completely convinced by the pink. It's just a little bit strange.
I wonder what's in it to make it pink. Like,
yeah. I mean, I suppose it's kind of going to attract like a younger audience. Maybe that's what they're doing. But as I say, it does smell really good. So
nice.
Sorry about the sun. I don't really know what's happening there.
You look glowing the whole way.
You might be able to like brighten it up a little bit and so you can actually see my face. But
no, it looks fun.
Yeah, I think that's everything then. I don't have anything else. I've got a little lip salve. I don't know if you've used this one before, the La Roche one.
I loved that. I went through a period where my lips were really dry and that just fixed them straight away.
It does, it really does. It's super impressive. And again, just really inexpensive. So I think I've got like 3 of these on the go and I just rotate them around. But yeah, if you're looking for a good lip balm, I think this is a really good option.
That's a good point, actually, because I've just run out of mine and I need a new one. So I might go back to that because it is really good.
Yeah, it is brilliant. It just repairs your lips like really quickly as well if you've got any dryness. Yeah.
It's a nice texture too. It's really buttery.
It is. It goes on really smoothly. Again, in the morning, that's part of my dry routine.
Your dry
cream, and then doing a lip balm. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you for joining me. I think that was obviously kind of shows, you know, that it's that time of year where we just all need to kind of spring clean a little bit and think about, you know, the products that we've really enjoyed using. And yeah.
Thank you, Jess. I love that. That was so fun. I've got like a list of things I need to try.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to reconvene and figure out.
Yeah, I'd love to know. Oh, sorry.
No, it's just I'm definitely going to get the Anthelios, I think.
You'll love it. I promise. It's so lightweight. Your skin will love it, I promise.
Amazing. Okay, well, I'll speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.